I want to talk about the human vulnerability, man. We're too vulnerable. The the headline of the new topic is Olaplex products cause hair loss lawsuit claims. You guys aware of who or what Olaplex is?
No.
No, never heard of Olaplex.
Olaplex. So it's a hair restoration company primarily targeted towards women. So it's like for hair loss or like hair, like I said, hair restoration.
Yeah.
And they're currently being sued for $75,000 by 28 women who claim that the products have caused hair loss, blisters, and other conditions like flaking or blistering, like on their scalps and all that stuff. The lawsuit claims that the products contain chemical compounds that were banned by the European Union last year. The compounds are lilil and panthenol. And Olaplex CEO Jui Wong unequivocally denies the allegations.
Cool.
So it's gonna be in court for a little while, I suppose. But my main thing is I don't care about the Olaplex stuff. I mean, thoughts and prayers to the women. I hope their scalp becomes healthy again and their hair grows back. But Olaplex apparently is a very, very big company. I never knew this, but apparently it's a very, very big company. I think humans are becoming a little bit too vulnerable to big companies, man. I think we're a little bit too reliant sometimes and too trusting of big companies. Because it's so easy for us to go to a McDonald's or a KFC or a Subway or go to an M&S, go to a Tesco, and whatever product that they offer, because they're such a big company, we assume that because the reason they became so big is they must be trustworthy. They must be like a really good company. So we just consume whatever products they offer us. But
Yeah.
if they wanted to cause chaos, they could. And it would be too late for any of us to like really do anything. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like branding is super interesting. That's another thing. I've been looking into branding recently. Like
It's
massive companies have so much money to brand themselves in whatever way they want, if that makes sense.
yeah,
To
make them
to give
trustworthy,
themselves the image, yeah, of
trust.
whatever it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you have enough money, you can do that, and people
All I-
will trust you.
all
People
I'm
will
saying is if
pay.
if McDonald's one like decided they wanted to cause chaos and one day just decided this next 20 million batches of burgers of beef patties are going to have chemical compounds that cause infertility. They can. And
What do
none
you mean
of
they can?
they can do that. And none of us will have none of us will know until it's too late, until we've already consumed
Yeah.
it and now we're infertile.
Yeah, that's a very scary thought. Yeah.
They can just do that. Or Head and Shoulders. What? One day they just decide this next million of batches is gonna cause we're gonna put a compound that causes hair loss. How would we know until it's too late? They've just done it now.
Yeah.
They've
What
just
what's happening?
they've just
Mad
done
to
it
think
now.
about it like that, to be honest.
And we just
No,
trust
it
them.
is true.
We just trust them because they're such big companies. And
So you're saying that because these companies are so massive, we have a level of trust that leaves us vulnerable.
yes,
No, but we're also oblivious because if you think about it, major companies have a different language on how they word things. So let me go to something that's less extreme. So let's go. If you go to Coca-Cola and use Coke Zero, sugar-free drinks, right?
mhm,
If you go and research properly, sugar-free isn't really sugar-free. It just says sugar-free to make you think that it doesn't have sugar, but it does have multiple chemicals that make it sweet.
Technically, they're not lying.
they're not lying,
Yeah,
but it's
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 not
it's
not
sugar. It's just
sugar.
a chemically
but
designed sugar.
that's the thing.
I've
But
I've
it's
heard
still
that it's like a
it's
type of
still
syrup
it's
or
still
something.
bad
Artificial.
for you. It's still
aspartame.
bad for you.
It's aspartame, I think it's called. And like aspartame is another one. Like that we don't have any long term studies on that. We don't know how that will affect our bodies in 50 years time or because it's our generation that this thing came in, this aspartame stuff. It's our generation, right, where it became mass produced. We have to have children, and they have to have children in order for this aspartame thing to really be, analyzed properly. That will be the long-term study, and that's all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying
Makes
is that.
That's a
But
really, really good
that's the
point.
major issue that companies will do is they just turn a blind eye to things that they know would sell, would make a better product without thinking of any um, major issues that might happen. Even if they know about it, they'll still roll it out until it's figured out.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy. It's a different level of, like, for example, yeah. Of course, like, trust is something that we humans inherently have to have. That's If we don't have trust, the world can't go working around. Like, if I take an Uber, I have to have a level of trust for this driver to not just go into an alleyway and kidnap me and kill me. Do you know what I mean? Like, there has to be a level of trust at certain points. But
Mm.
the difference
Yeah.
is, though, is that these are companies that have mass produced products, and the trust we give them can actually just cause so much chaos. And I'm not even saying death. I'm just saying chaos. But if
You
they
know what
want,
comes to mind?
go on.
It was a few years ago. Tesco with the horse meat. You guys remember
Yo,
that? Yeah.
yo.
Interesting.
That's what
Wait,
I'm
what
saying.
happened? I never heard of
But
that.
then
So
at the
no-
same time, sorry, go
so-
ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna explain to give context. So there was a few years ago. I don't remember when it was. Maybe someone can check. But there was so horse meat apparently was found in sandwiches at Tesco. I think it was Tesco.
No, it
They
was
found it in
it was lasagna.
Was it lasagna?
Lasagna and, like, cottage pie and stuff, like ground beef,
Right. Okay.
like ground meat.
Yeah. Okay. So those then, yeah. So ground meat, and it was horse meat, and people didn't know about it, and people were really like upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not happy.
Okay.
Yeah,
You go on, Tommy.
that is a wake up call. But if you think about it, it's a wake up call for a few people compared to how major this company is, and how much people are buying stuff from them.
And there's nothing we can really do about it, because
That's literally what I was about to say.
and it's the way, just the world just works that way. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna go, when I run out of shampoo, I'm still gonna go to Head and Shoulders, to Pantene, to Palmolive. I still, do you know what I mean? What else am I gonna use? There's nothing,
There
Yeah,
are
that's literally what I was gonna bring up. Like, what other option do we have?
and that monopoly is crazy. That's a monopoly.
I have an answer. I have an answer to that.
Go on.
There are things that we can do, like, because I'm thinking about the future, right? It's a really difficult world, right? Where we're eating all these foods, we don't actually know what's in the food, we don't know what kind of effects it's going to have on us in the future. Um, so we'll see. I guess we'll see. But people are making the decision to go completely organic. Their food, their hair products, their cream, their all of that kind of stuff. But then you look at that, and if I want to go shopping and just buy normal cheap stuff, let's say it costs me, I don't know, £20 a week, let's say, for example. If I were to buy only organic stuff, only things that was completely natural, it probably cost me double or even more than that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, for many
Yeah,
people,
so you have
buying
the
organic
option.
is a luxury.
it is a luxury. It is for most people, yeah. So you have the option. It's just not
But even
a
but even that option is, like, you're still
feasible option.
you're still trusting a certain company that the stuff they're giving you is organic.
Mm.
Unless you actually raise your own chicken and farm your own eggs, at the end of the day, you're still trusting a company will sell you trustworthy things. And I mean, so far they have, but I mean, like, for example, this Olaplex thing, the argument is that the lawsuit claims that the products contain chemical compounds that were banned. So what happened was that Olaplex used to have these compounds, and then they took them off the shelves and remixed the recipe. And what the lawsuit is claiming is that they never really took them off the shelf. They're still selling those ones over there. So it's like, man, that's crazy, That's crazy. Like
Yeah.
Head and Shoulders, like I said, Head and Shoulders, just to sort of like keep it almost parallel to the article. If they wanted to, hey, hey, and I don't even want to talk about the other one because I think we get flagged if we speak about the other one. But listen, COVID 19. We just
COVID-19 vaccine.
we just trusted that massive company called the government. We just trusted them.
Ooh.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to what else can you do?
There are things
What
you
other
can
option
do.
do you have?
You have
No,
op-
because
if
I
you
think
Yeah,
have
but
a
back
bit more money.
then
but it's an
you
unrealistic.
weren't allowed to travel without a vaccine. You weren't allowed to do a lot of things. You weren't allowed to go into a store.
Exactly.
You weren't allowed to do so much. Like you're basically barred from going anywhere. You're basically in prison at that point.
Your choices,
you haven't
your
taken the
choices,
vaccine.
your choices aren't choices if they are your only choices.
Yeah.
That's not your choice if it's your only choice. I don't know. I don't know. I
No,
just
don't get me started, but it is crazy, especially the COVID-19 thing. I was watching a video of a person. They were famous, but I don't really know their name. In 2009, right? That's 10 years before COVID, and this woman was talking about how the World Health Organization was complaining about the population and how there are 90% more people, 90% more people on Earth than there was supposed to be, like compared to resources. So like they were
brother,
talking about reducing population and whatnot. Like, and then they're saying COVID-19 had like fertility reducing compounds where it stops humans from reproducing and stuff like that. Big
bro,
big controversies, but
bro.
And then
9/11 was caused by CIA, bro. Like I don't want to. Let's come on, man. We can go all day with this. I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, man. Go on, Camille.
mm,
Sorry.
yeah, I was just gonna say it's another conspiracy theory. Thing,
Oh
but
my
like,
goodness.
where did C19 start?
yeah,
And what has the highest population? What
yeah,
country
exactly.
has the highest
Yeah.
population?
It's India, bro. India.
It's crazy.
No, it's not. But okay.
It's Facebook, bro. Facebook has the highest population in
Facebook.
the world,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. It's
See how
Facebook.
many
China
use
number one
have,
for
Point,
s-
yeah.
anything.
have so many users over there, bro. Why do you think they're creating a meta universe? You
So
know what
that
I'm
we can
saying?
all get a virus.
So that those goggles, those goggles that they're selling you, those VR goggles, they have lead poisoning on them, bro. Don't tell them I said this to you, but listen, I,
Yeah.
listen,
But
man.
on that point, like I think we do have control, and I think it is like a kind of wake up call for us to try and take control as much as we can. Like we don't have control of everything 100%, right? But you can try your best to take control of your life rather than just allow. We were talking about it before with like social media, and like negative news. I think on the last episode,
Yeah,
you can do the same with your physical health, and that's arguably even more important to make sure that you are taking in the correct foods for your physical health, um, wherever you can, you know. And these guys are serious as well. Like my when I lived with my mom, she's not as much into it now, but she's only in the house we were only allowed organic food, and we were really into it. There was a point where my brother, I refused to do it, but my brothers would have like ginger shots every morning, and it would be organic ginger, organic apple, and they would just have a shot, and they had to do that every single morning.
Mm.
And she was very much into it. We used to shop at Waitrose and only get organic foods. Um,
Which is great for your health. Yeah.
but
yeah, and the
but
people who are into this, that community, they are super into it. But you do have to be careful as well, because somebody might say natural. Natural doesn't necessarily mean natural. You're allowed to say that it's natural if there's a certain percentage of it that's natural. Like it can be like 80%, and the 20% of it is like chemicals. But they're still allowed to call it natural food, like a natural smoothie or whatever. But yeah, we just need to do our due diligence, isn't it?
I hear it. But I think, like I said, I don't wanna like we can just go cycles on this one and dwell on it. I don't wanna do that. But I
But
don't know. It's just
if we go back to this, to the company, like
Olaplex.
these are 28 women
Yeah,
compared to like how massive this company is.
that's what I'm
These
saying.
women could have
It's true.
allergic reactions to
Well,
the body is just not adapting to it.
the lawsuit suggests that it's not anything else. Essentially, they have sort of like the lawyers of the women have like proofs that it's not, that it's actually caused by the product itself. Well,
Oh, okay, yeah.
according to them, they have proof.
Well,
At
So
the end
I
of the
wish
day,
them the
it's
best.
illegal anyway.
yeah, wish them the best though. Wish them the best. Thoughts and prayers
It's a
to your
big
head.
company they're going against.
Yeah, it's a massive company, and they're only asking for 75K between the 28 of that. Someone do the math on that. What's 75 divided by 28?
That's not much at all.
You know what I'm saying? That's
They'll
probably.
probably get it.
And the thing is, with a lot of these lawsuits, they'll just settle
2.5K each.
2.5K. Where's that, man? Go work, bro. Whatever.
Well, all right.
Anyway,
End
We'll
of
leave
the day, regarding your question, you're right.
we're too
Become
vulnerable. I think.
vulnerable,
I think we're too vulnerable.
But at the same time, it's at the point where you don't have much.
We've already been
for
programmed,
majority of things.
bro.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate said it, yo. We're in the matrix. We gotta take the red
Too
pill.
vulnerable
In
if
order,
we allow.
listen.